I'm heading down the ridge line to Boundary Lake down there. It's not much lake, a little bit of water, a whole lot of grass and cattail. But it's right below the base of Devil's Table. Fairly remote other than elk season. I've heard some gunshots. There's people out here camping and goofing off, but I should be okay where I'm at. I'm gonna get down here and look, see what kind of tracks I can find, and if it's even worth setting up trail cam anywhere. So this is Boundary Lake. Natural water hole. I've seen a lot of elk sign coming in, but I'm gonna move around that direction, see what I can see. See if it's worth the trouble of setting trail cam or not. Pretty cool route with the moss on it. So I reached the east end of Boundary Lake. The point up there is due north. A lot of elk track. So I'm going to make my way on up this ridge along the base and see if I can find a good spot to put my trail cam, maybe get something other than an elk. I'm moving along the edge of Boundary Lake, which you can see there's not a lot of water in it, probably just a couple feet deep at the deepest, right below the base of Devil's Table. Devil's Table is the point right up there and runs back. There's definitely been a lot of elk down here, a lot of sign. I'm gonna have to really be careful and check around me quite a bit, behind me especially, because where there's elk and deer there's cougar. And there were two guys riding their mountain bikes last week, not far from here, over around North Bend, that were attacked by a cougar. One was mauled pretty bad and one was killed. So you just got to be on your toes out here. You can't just play and not know what's around you. Big old lily pads out there. So I'm moving along the bottom of the ridge here at Devil's Table. Some pretty rough country. Beautiful though. But it's rough enough there shouldn't be any hikers back in here. And I wouldn't guess any hunters, but you never know. Well, it's a rocky area, so I'm watching for cougar and looking to see if there's any kind of sign, and trying to be quiet enough not to spook them. Maybe I can get a picture. I'm going to keep moving around this ridge, see if I can find a good spot. So I just came over a really nice game trail. You can see it running parallel with the ridge. So I should be in a good area. It's like I said, where there's elk or deer, there's cougar. And one advantage I've got today is it's pretty dry up here, and when I step, I make noise to a certain extent. So I'm hoping something decides to blindside me, I'll at least get a little advance notice if it crunches something other than crunching me. I love the moss out here. So this game trail forks probably part of the herd around one side of that tree and part around the other. But I'm going to crest this ridge. I don't want to leave Trail Boss Diva Camp Dog alone back there too long. So I crested the ridge. It was just beautiful up here. And where I normally camp, that picture everybody's probably seen of my tent overlooking the cliff, and Mount Rainier off to the left and Devil's Table in front of it, is right off that point up there. So I'm way out here. Beautiful, just beautiful. Alright, I got my trail cam set on this tree right here, overlooking this meadow and ridge. And this time I set it to video mode. Probably again only going to get elk or deer, but hopefully I'll get a cougar or maybe a black bear or maybe something interesting. But I'm going to start back toward camp and let the Trail Boss Diva out and make sure she's got water and heat me a sandwich. Elk droppings right here behind me. Some really odd things out here. Something's A-framed something against that fallen tree. It probably somebody out here just camping or something, but it's old and I don't see any sign of a fire pit anywhere. So it's kind of odd looking to me. Normally if somebody had done that, you'd see more signs of human activity around it. But it could just be a fluke, it could have just fallen. But there's no way of knowing. So you can see this pretty steep terrain. And I'm on my way back to camp. And this time I've got good batteries in my GPS. So you can see where I put my trail cam down here. Camp is up here by Boundary Lake. So came in there quite a ways. Got my trusty Henry just in case. And let's see what else we can see on our way back. So what I'm doing is getting some pine resin. Ooh, that could hurt. It's got some medicinal value. It's got some fire starting value. It's got some adhesive value. Really good stuff. And really sticky. I don't want to get too much there because I don't want to hurt the tree. And I've got my gathering bag that I made, leather gathering bag, and I gather as I go because you don't know where you might pass it again. Good stuff. Tuck that in my belt. I found a game trail heading back in the same direction as camp, and Boundary Lake is off to my right. I've got the cliff face for Devil's Table, so I know I can't go too far to the right. And so this should bring me out pretty close to camp, if not right in it. And since I'm not on the actual trail I came in on, so yeah, heading in the right way. Camp's up here, and that's where I am right now. So we're heading directly up over that hill. We'll see how that works out. Maybe we'll see somewhere else we can put another trail cam out. I brought my other one with me. Big elk rub on that tree.